Compliments of the season. I wish you all a prosperous 2025 if you're watching this video sometimes in January 2025. Okay, so my name is Mary and thank you so much for tuning in. In this video, it's based on a request that what is the difference between a watching brief counsel and holding brief counsel, and that is what I'll be talking about in this video. So a watching brief counsel, just as the name, as the word watching implies, watching, that is observing. Okay, so this is a counsel who is in court to observe a proceeding, particularly a criminal proceeding. This is because criminal offenses in Nigeria are offenses against the state. That is, for example, let's say we have Mr. XYZ, and Mr. XYZ has made the report of a case of child molestation or child molestation or murder to the police. Okay, even though Mr. XYZ is reporting that, let's say Mrs. XYZ has been murdered, okay, that offense is an offense against the state, not really like, oh, Mr. XYZ's family has been the law sees that as an offense against the state. Okay, so in this situation, it will be a state counsel that would represent Mr. XYZ. That is the prosecution. The lawyer who will be representing the interest of Mr. XYZ would be someone from the government. Okay, so in this situation, it is not Mr. XYZ that is engaging that lawyer. But in a situation whereby Mr. XYZ is of opinion like, oh, I really want to have a lawyer of my own that can easily go to his or her office, that can brainstorm with, that I can give me adequate or have more time with me. I am not saying state councils don't have time for the nominant complainant. So XYZ will not be the nominant complainant. The real complainant will not be the state. Okay, so in this situation, Mr. XYZ could feel, oh, okay, let me brief let's say someone like myself or any person out there, a lawyer, I mean, so that lawyer will now be a watching brief counsel. Okay, so the duty of the watching brief counsel is to just go to the court and observe what is happening. So a watching brief counsel will announce appearance as well in court. After the prosecution announces appearance, then the defense counsel announces appearance, then the turn of the watching brief, which means the watching brief counsel will be the one to announce appearance last. Okay, before the matter will now commence. So a watching brief counsel, you are not to announce your appearance before the defense counsel. You are to announce your appearance after the defense counsel. So that is who a watching brief counsel is. And remember, a watching brief counsel is only an observer. The only time a watching brief counsel would speak in court is when announcing appearance. If the courts, the prosecution and the defense counsel are having a matter, or how can I put it, a topic they are like when they are in courts addressing a particular issue of law, a watching brief counsel cannot speak. You're watching, only observing. So after the court proceeding, a watching brief counsel can now work hand in hand with the state counsel, probably helping in drafting of process, filing of process, things like that, just to make the work of the state counsel to be more effective. Because as a matter of fact, those state counsels, they do a lot and they have a lot of case file. So, and this is one of the reasons why people like the nominant complainant, that is Mr. XYZ, feels, oh, I need to get another lawyer, a private lawyer, to represent me. Sometimes you see nominant complainant like that getting their own lawyer and making the lawyer to get what we call a fiat. Okay, the fiat will now make that lawyer to be the one to prosecute the case on their own. That is, there will not be need for a state counsel. That is basically who a watching brief counsel. But do not forget, just after announcing appearance, you don't have any other business in court. You are to sit and observe, but you don't have anything, you don't have any say in the courtroom. Okay, although in few occasions I have seen the courts indulging the watching brief counsel to speak, but oftentimes they don't get to record them. Okay, so that is who a watching brief counsel is. So I want to talk about holding brief. A counsel who hold brief for another. I have a video on that and I'll drop the link in the description box. I have a more can I use the word comprehensive video on that. But basically, holding brief counsel is one who has come to help another lawyer. For example, I have a matter in court tomorrow, and probably I have two matters in court, in different courts. So I can't be in two places at the same time. I will be going for one. I can as well call a friend of mine, a colleague, to say, oh, please, can you hold my brief in court tomorrow? It's also court tomorrow. So the other party, the so-called colleague I've called, will be in court on that day and announce appearance that MG or Dedele holding the brief of XYZ, something like that. Okay, but holding brief counsel, it is not all courts that allows it. Some court that allows it, they will tell you that you cannot hold brief if you are from the same office. So that is, if I'm calling a colleague to announce appearance for me to hold my brief in another court, it must mean that myself and that colleague, we are from different firm. But if we are from the same firm, it is not possible for that person to hold my brief. Okay, so the trick is, if someone is to go to court to hold your brief and you feel that person is from your office, that is just where some people will not get to lie like, oh, we are not from the same office, and then the court will be able to record them as holding brief for the other person. That is basically who holding brief counsel is. So, but if you need more information, more in-depth information, you can try and watch that video. The link will be in the description box. So that is basically all I have for you in this video. Please do what to like, subscribe, and share this video. I need you to share this video. Okay, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next one. If you have any requests, if you want me to make any video on any topic, you can as well drop it in the description box, in the comment section, sorry. I will see you in my next one. Bye.